Shalom unto the elect of the nation of Israel, giving our honor and glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle of GMS. Lord, when this lesson edifying and straight to the point. As you see here, you have a memorial with stones in the grass, and then overshadowing it, you have a huge rainbow. And hopefully this graph or this illustration pretty much shows the title of my lesson, because these are two tokens and two signs, that are pretty much going to be forever lasting, and for us to remember upon, to refrain from wickedness, because you have to remember the rainbow was set upon the clouds as a reminder to the earth and to the people that dwell therein, that the Lord will never flood it how it did in the days of Noah. Even though you might have heavy rains in certain areas, certain infrastructures may not drain as well as the other, it won't flood to the point of how it was in the days of Noah, because you have to understand, in the days of Noah, waters, they reached the heights of the tallest building you could ever think about, So if the Burj Khalifa was to be built in the days of Noah, water would have passed that, There was no way you could save yourself. So the fact that I have a memorial here is because you have to understand, in the kingdom, the children of Israel will definitely be traveling. And, they'll be going to places like so-called Mexico, or so-called, matter of fact, I'm going to refrain from saying that, because I'm not sure if I heard something to the effect of, I know for a fact Babylon will be destroyed utterly. That's no question. But I said I'm going to refrain to saying Mexico or Canada, because I believe I heard a brother saying, maybe, I'm gonna just hold my peace on that. I don't want to make any mistakes. But anywho, what I was gonna say, pretty much, brothers are gonna be traveling. You understand me? Brothers are gonna be traveling to these parts right here. You got Alaska. You got North America. You got Mexico, as I was saying before, so-called Mexico, because these aren't the names that the Lord gave these lands. These are man-made names. We're gonna be traveling to Cuba, Honduras, Guatemala. Brothers gonna be everywhere. You're gonna have that ability, Greenland, Iceland. And whenever we travel over here, not to America, but whenever we travel in the circumference of America, anywhere around the area, or let's say we're leaving from home, right? The Garden of Eden, let's find that. Somewhere around, let's say we're leaving the fatherland, right? And we just fuck it. I'm trying to, you go on a country hop from Asia, and you're like, fuck it, I want to go to Alaska, ride through Canada real quick, and make my way down here. You got to see Babylon, right? And Babylon is going to be this, It's going to be a memorial. God damn it. It's going to be a memorial, forever, for us to hiss at, for us to remember of the ungodly and the wicked ways, of the world, when we were in the flesh, because we're going to have new bodies, a new state of mind. We're going to be around new people doing new things, you understand? We're going to no longer be in this slave-like captivity. We're going to be in the kingdom ruling mentality and class. Now it's time to bring out some precepts. Jeremiah chapter 49, starting at verse 14. And it reads, "For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra being, as you can see here on my screen, if you go into Edom, if I had a bigger map, you would have seen Basra in the land of Edom, pretty much being like a capital by the safari. Nevertheless, continuing, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste." It's going to be garbage. It's going to be for dung, it's going to be a waste of bodies, because here is going to be a lot of bodies and nuclear nuclear waste and after effects, because a lot of bodies are going to perish here. Bodies are going to be on heaps. You're going to have buildings. It's going to be like a earthquake scene, but that doesn't ever get cleaned. The only thing that's going to really clean it is fire. It's going to have all the elements burnt up. So this place is going to be dirt. This place is going to be deserted. It says a reproach, a waste. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. This is verse 17. Everyone that goeth by it, anyone that travels by it, anyone that goes around it, anyone that sees it, in the times to come, in the kingdom of Yahushua, everyone that go by it shall be astonished, like OMG, like damn, like sheesh, The same way every time you see a rainbow, it's always like damn, sheesh. That's how Babylon's gonna be whenever you see it, Of course, we marvel at the Lord's work and His artistry. That's something very very, very intriguing, aesthetically pleasing. So when we see Babylon, we're gonna be like damn, like just damn. And shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. But we ain't gonna be fucking with it. I want to bring out Jeremiah 51, these 2 verses, and then I'll move on. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. So this place is going to be a complete, pretty much a dump, because the Lord's gonna what's I'm looking for a perfect word, which is the Lord's gonna give this place more than it can handle. Her cities are a desolation, a dry land, and a wilderness, a land wherein no man dwelleth, neither doth any son of man pass by. And that's why you got to understand that you can't make this place your rest, because here you are, as a Jake that you never seen nothing, you never knew nothing, you never been nowhere. You may appreciate the elements that this place has to offer, not knowing anywhere else, that's grandeur, and that the Lord could show you and give you more better. You might be in Florida, you see palm trees and beaches and cute ladies. You think this is the end all be all, or even New York, you're in the Big Apple, Times Square, wherever you may be. Babylon has a way to cater you to feel pleased and make this place look like it's better than it is. But you gotta understand, this place is gonna be nothing. This place is literally gonna be nothing. It won't be able to come back. It won't regenerate. There's no more time. This place is going to be forever something to be astonished at. Moving on. This is referring to the rainbows, Genesis chapter 9, verse 12. And the Most High said, this is the token, the covenant, which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. Because you got to understand, even the creatures were taken up during that flood. And trust me, they see the rainbows. They appreciate the Lord for His creation. Trust me, they magnify at that. So you have to understand, some creatures see better than us. Like an eagle. You tell me an eagle doesn't recognize a rainbow, but you can? I mean, of course, in our new bodies, we're going to be totally, different. We're going to be in a different league, but right now, you got to understand, we're nowhere near, no one has ever touched their prime. Of course, there's different, heights that you can reach in this body. There's different things you may be able to do at a certain age, but even at that, you still haven't reached the fruit of, like, what you possibly can, through your spirit. You being a descendant of Jacob, you being Yasher Allah, He Prince of the Power. I do set my bow in the cloud. What could that bow be? Is it a Greek god? Is it Hades? Is it that heart with the arrow in it? What they call it, Cupid? No, it's a rainbow. And it shall be for a token meaning sign of a covenant between me and the earth, So the Lord promised that he's not going to flood the earth, but he didn't say he's not going to burn the earth, So that's where a lot of people get caught up. They're like, we're good, for God only loved the world, for so God loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. They just quote John 3:16, and the Lord's never going to flood this place again, so we got to be good, The Lord didn't say he's not going to plague this place no more. He's not going to plague anyone. So shit. The Lord has his people cursed right now for a token and for astonishment and for you to be comfortable. But that's the simplicity of our people. But I don't want to go on and on and on, Lord. That's what's edifying and straight to the point. Shalom.